breadth of projects that Rotterdam is taking on to make parks a more vibrant part of daily life of the city made me incredibly interested in the Rijnhaven project. There were so many parallels to what's happening on this site to what we experienced in designing Brooklyn Bridge Park and Hudson River Park in New York City. The changing relationship of the city to the water, the improvement of water quality, but particularly here the filling of the harbor to create these 20 hectares of open space is an extraordinary undertaking for the city and for the world, really. We thought immediately, of course, that in order for a park to be successful in Rotterdam, we had to make something for everybody. And how do you do that? You choose things that are universal, that no matter who you are or what you do, you would be likely to want to do it. The creation of this linear beach and the bluff behind it. I mean, it's hard to imagine that anybody wouldn't want to take their shoes off and walk on a sandy beach on the edge of the basin. In addition to the 20 hectares of filled water that creates the park at the east, we have floating landscapes along Wilhelmina Pier and Cottondrecht that extend and make a kind of C-shaped landscape that goes almost all the way around the Rijnhaven. The proposed Rijnhaven Park connects 3 sides of the harbor into a continuous waterfront landscape. Our design pairs civic urban landscapes for social gathering and wild natural environments near the water's edge for exploration and escape. A variety of flexible, open spaces accommodate many of the activities requested during the public outreach process, including a flat 1-hectare lawn and a lawn bowl pressed slightly into the ground to shelter users from the wind. As dynamic as the Rijnhaven Park must be, its success depends on bringing diverse users together in one shared landscape. In this manner, Rijnhaven Park can be a model for inclusive and inviting development in Rotterdam. Making a park democratic is to make sure that it's easy for people to get there from other neighborhoods. And we're blessed with 2 metro stations, the Wilhelmina Pier station to the north and the Rijnhaven station to the south, and at each of those entrances we're creating extensions of the park all the way out to the street edge. Very clear landscape development with long sight lines all the way out over the water, so that people will absolutely not only know the park is there, but feel welcomed by the way it's designed. All the while that we were doing the project, we were always talking with the people in Holland about what winter was like, and it brought out a desire in me to make sure that we develop the planting of the park in a way that brings spring early, to have flowering trees and things with early leaves and late leaves, and then to do the same thing in the autumn, to choose trees that just give you a spectacular, end of summer, slide into autumn, and then arrive in winter. It will ultimately be, we hope, one of the great things about the project. So it's a real dialectic of kind of things that feel like they're part of the city, and then a landscape at the water's edge that feels of nature. I suppose I need to tell you who we are, who MVVA is, and we're people that love making landscape places for people, but particularly people in cities, and particularly parks, because they're for everyone. It's like giving a special family dinner. You have to invite everybody in the family, even the crazy aunt and the kooky uncle. Parks are that way. You have to make sure that there's something for everybody.